In this video, we're going to be comparing the A1 Spirit to its nearest competitor, which is the A2, but we're also going to put it up against some things in my opinion, its weight class, such as the Cutlass Black. One of the biggest things we're going to be looking at is atmospheric handling, and I think that's pretty important because it is a bomber, and bombs can only be dropped in the atmosphere, so how the ship performs in the atmosphere is pretty important. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So looking at the chart here, we have the A2 in red and the A1 in blue. We can see very clearly that the A1 is a much more maneuverable ship on paper. It outperforms the A2 in pretty much every category of maneuverability. The A2, of course, beats it in terms of survivability and everything else. So this is to be expected. This is not too bad. But there's something here that I don't think people realize, is that this stuff right here, this is all space handling. None of this really matters. This does not matter. What matters is how the ship handles an atmosphere. It is a bomber. Bombers can only operate effectively in Star Citizen in the atmosphere. This is where things could be a little bit more interesting. The key thing to be looking at here for all these tests is going to be the top speed, where it tops out at. Don't worry too much about pitch, yaw, roll, or any of the other types of maneuverability. Again, this is a bomber. Bombers fly in a straight line and they drop the bombs. Alright, the A1's topping out around 269, 270. Check out the A2. Alright, the A2 appears to be topping out around 258, 260. Cutlass Black is topping around 287. The Constellation Andromeda is topping out around 295, 300. Countermeasures are very important to bombers, and the A1, believe it or not, actually has capital class flares. It only has 25, but these are the same flares that are on Hammerheads and A2s and the bigger ships. So these are very effective. It only has 25. Let's check these out. And the A2, of course, is no slouch when it comes to countermeasures, having a whopping 135 times 2 capital class flares. The A1 Spirit is built as a carpet bomber, something that drops a lot of bombs really quick. I think we should time it, and we should also compare that. So, let's go see how fast these bombs leave the racks. That is 17 seconds for 5 small bombs. So the A2's got less bombs, but they're bigger bombs. Let's see how fast these ones leave the rack. 19 seconds for 4 big bombs. So in summary here, I do not see a reason to ever get the A1 over the A2 unless you simply cannot afford the A2. But with that being said, I would say just save your money up and get an A2. The A1 needs a little bit more fine-tuning. It needs some buffs. Its top speed in atmosphere, it must surpass an Andromeda. It's not fast enough to be worth bringing. The A2 is only a little bit slower, but it's got better shielding, better countermeasures. Their performance in atmosphere is still pretty good, and its top speed it's not that different. The bomb load that you get for the A2, it's better bombs. They're bigger, they do more damage, they're overall better. Also, the A1 bomb rack, it has to drop these bombs quicker. If you want this thing to be a carpet bomber, it needs to release a bomb from the rack significantly faster. If it's to do one pass and be effective at its target, it needs to drop those bombs quick. The way I envision the A1 is it should be a very fast, very nimble atmospheric ship. It should be flying in, screaming like a banshee, going really fast, much faster than a freaking Andromeda, by the way, going really fast, releasing its payload very quickly, and saturating an area with relative accuracy. I know saturation and accuracy might be an oxymoron, but it's not. You get what I'm saying here. And then get the heck out. It doesn't do that. Even a Cutlass Black is faster than an A1 in atmosphere. So this thing, it needs some love.